Superstition or true devotion? Have we forgotten the real meaning of rituals? Do we understand the true meaning behind them? Guru Nanak Dev Ji gave such a lesson in Haridwar, which told us that we should understand everything with logic. Let's listen to this inspiring Sakhi. Guru Nanak Dev Ji's lesson at Haridwar, the reality of rituals. During Guru Nanak Dev Ji's travel, he reached Haridwar, a place where Hindus perform rituals by offering water to their ancestors in the river Ganga. It was believed that if a person's ashes were immersed in the Ganga, they would attain eternal peace in heaven. As Guru Nanak Dev Ji observed the scene, he saw thousands of men and women bathing in the river. Following the local custom, they scooped water with their hands and threw it towards the east, believing it would reach their ancestors in the divine realm. Guru Nanak Dev Ji, however, did something unusual. He began throwing water towards the west. Seeing this, many were astonished, and one devotee gathered the courage to ask, "Brother, are you a Hindu or a Muslim? Don't you know that water must be thrown towards the east?" Guru Nanak Dev Ji stops, smiles, and gently responded, "Brother, why do you throw water towards the east?" The man replied, "Our ancestors reside in the realm of the gods. They suffer from thirst, and by offering this water, we quench it." Guru Nanak Dev Ji then asked, "How far your ancestors live from Haridwar?" The man answered, "Beyond the sun, millions of miles away." Guru Nanak Dev Ji, nodding thoughtfully, and asked another question, "Does this water actually reach them?" The man confidently replied, "The Brahmins tell us it does. If we don't offer water, our ancestors suffer in thirst." Guru Nanak Dev Ji suddenly starts throwing water towards the west even more vigorously than before. This surprised the people even more, and the same devotee again questioned him, "Why are you throwing water towards the west when our ancestors live in the east?" Guru Nanak Dev Ji calmly replied, "My ancestors are not dying of thirst, but my fields in Punjab are dying due to lack of rain. I am sending water to irrigate them." The man looks confused, shaking his head, and said, "How can the water you throw reach Punjab?" Guru Nanak Dev Ji asked, "If the water thrown by you can reach millions of miles away, why can't my water reach a place just 200 miles from here?" The people in the crowd starting to reflect on the logic behind Guru Nanak Dev Ji's words. Some of the listeners understood the wisdom behind his statement. They realized that the water they were throwing was simply returning to the river and not reaching anyone. Guru Nanak Dev Ji's wisdom revealed a forgotten truth. Originally, this practice was not about sending water to ancestors. It was about offering water to the rising sun. The real purpose was to encourage people to wake up before dawn, breaking the habit of laziness. Stay active and disciplined, reducing chances of illness. Prevent poverty as early risers tend to work harder. Promote peace at home as hardworking people avoid unnecessary conflicts. However, over time, this tradition distorted into superstition, believing that their ancestors relied on this ritual for survival. Guru Nanak Dev Ji, while walking among people, inspired them to seek truth and wisdom. His message was simple: live with awareness, think rationally, and never follow customs blindly.